Welcome, dogs and cats, boys and girls of all ages, to another Trippy Food live stream. It's Saturday afternoon, so that must mean it's time for a live stream. Here comes Doodle, the Prince of Dogness. It's a party now. Doodle's here. We're a little bit early, but that's okay. The room's starting to fill up. We have Tom, we have Janice, and we have Miguel in the room already. So that's fun. That'll pick up a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Jared has just entered the room. Hello, Jared. Glad to see you back again. Doodle is asking for pets and stuff, so he's all set. I have his snacks here just in case. We're also dog sitting for Andy, so you may see an appearance of Andy today. Andy is a dachshund, so you may see him come through that door as well. But we're definitely going to have Doodle today. So it is February already. Can you believe it? It's already February. Hope you guys have done your Valentine's Day shopping, if such a thing exists. Doodle, you need your claws trimmed. You need your claw. You're like a velociraptor. You're like Freddy Krueger or Wolverine. That's okay. He's cute, so he can get away with it. So I will tell you guys that I snuck something in. So basically, every week before I do the live stream, maybe in this case a week because I get busy. I just happened to be out and I saw this, and I decided I'm going to add it to our repertoire today. So this is a Scorched Peanut Bar. That's all it says, Scorched Peanut Bar. I don't see branding or anything else on that. We'll get into that in a little bit when we go into it, but I'm adding this to the roster today. We are going to do the Scorched Peanut Bar, which apparently is a Scorched Peanut Bar. I just was fascinated by it. Like, what is a scorched peanut? Is it burnt? Hey, Donna Lauderdale has entered the room. Welcome, Donna. Good to see you again. I'm going to sip on my water here. We also have a soft drink, if you want to call it that. It's juice. Is juice considered a soft drink? Let me know. So we have our adult beverage and we have a soft drink, which is juice. I think now that I added the Scorched Peanut Bar, we have 6 snacks. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do snacks. I'm going to do beverage, snack, beverage, snack. What do you want me to start with? You want me to start with the soft drink, or do you want me to start with the adult beverage? Let me know. Just put it down there. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I did not miss anything. I'm already saying hello. It's fun. It's a nice day. It's a beautiful day here. It's probably. It seems like it's. I can find out right now, but it's sunny. It doesn't seem like February. I miss those days in February where you had snow on the ground and everything. Well, anybody in the Northeast right now probably still has snow on the ground from last week, because a lot of it came down. Soft drink. I think soft drink is going to be the popular one in this. So high today of 73. So not too hot. A little bit of wind. How is everybody doing? How was your weeks? How was your day? How is your weekends shaping up to be? Ooh, there's a holiday coming up. When is that? Not this week. Next week. President's Day. President's Day is closer to what used to be Abraham Lincoln's birthday, which is February 12th, and then February 23rd was Washington's birthday. And then at some point in time during my lifetime, they decided they're going to combine those two together because February is too short a month to have 2 separate holidays. Because it used to be a holiday for Lincoln's birthday and Washington's birthday. They just combined it together, one holiday in the middle of the month called President's Day. So that's coming up. I've been busy making barbecue. Oh, that's right, Tom. So I'm looking forward to your new barbecue sauces. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We are going to do trivia, but I decided what we're going to do is we're going to actually do the trivia questions that I put together, and we're going to also use the cards. And I'm going to do this for 2 reasons. One, it's been a while since we've actually read off the cards, so I think we recycle them now because it's been a while. And 2, I was just too caught up in other stuff that I didn't have a chance to actually research some trivia questions for this week. So I do have some trivia questions. They're leftovers, but we're good with leftovers. They're leftovers, and we're going to do the leftover trivia questions, and we're going to do the actual cards as well. So I'm going to pretend to read off the cards. At some point in time, I'm actually going to read off the cards. So I have, let's see, I have, where did that start? I missed that. Hang on. Oh, I have top chat on. Hang on. I'll ask you guys again, only because I had top. Oh, wait, no, everything popped in. All right, we're good. We're good. So Janice said soft drink. Donna said adult. Let's see. I know I saw some other ones in there. They just kind of disappeared. What's today's adult beverage? Well, I'm glad you asked, Miguel. I'm not actually glad you asked, but it's okay. Today is Abita Brewing Mardi Gras Bock, because Mardi Gras is coming up, March 1st, Mardi Gras. Fat Tuesday. That's actually what it means. Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday. Mardi, French, is French for Tuesday, and Gras is fat. So Fat Tuesday, or Mardi Gras, is the first. Oh, we typically have not done a Mardi Gras episode in the past, but maybe we'll do one. I mean, I'm not going to go to New Orleans and do a Mardi Gras episode, but maybe we'll do a Mardi Gras episode. I try to. I don't always get to catch up on stuff. So some years I do a Burns Night, January 25th. I do a Burns Night, haggis episode. Didn't do one this year. Some years I do Lunar New Year. By the way, happy Lunar New Year. I do a Lunar New Year episode. I did not do one this year, but I recycled one from 2000. What year was that? From 2019, maybe? From Lansu Chinese Garden in Portland, Oregon. So that one's fun. Check that one out. Big, are you going to flash for beads? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, whoever has the beads, I'll show them, you throw them. So the kind of big thing, food-wise this week is that McDonald's on Monday, I want to say, McDonald's on Monday kind of really all they're doing is acknowledging their the food hacks. I mean, the menu hacks, but it's not really they're adding anything, and it's not like they're actually putting them on the menu. They're just kind of acknowledging them, and so basically, like the surf and turf, the crunchy double, I think was one of the other ones. But it's not like you go to the window and you say, "Give me crunchy double." It's like you order through the app, and then they just give you the stuff to put it together, like you've always done. Basically, you just didn't ask for it by name before because they didn't know what the hack was. They just give you the stuff, and you still have to put it together yourself. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of lame. But McDonald's doesn't always think things through before they do something like that. I mean, do I have to mention the Szechuan sauce? I don't think I do. Hey, Grub Warp has just entered the room. Welcome, Grub Warp. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think I missed anybody else. Okay, we're good. So it's 1:08. There's 10 people in the room right now. That's pretty decent for 8 minutes in. We have Doodle, the Prince of Dogness. So we'll try to wait till about 1:15 and wait. Well, no, yeah, actually we could get started sooner than that because like I said, because I introduced something in there that was not planned. We've got 6 things today, so we'll do that, and it's stuff from all over the world. So that's going to be fun. So let me go back and revisit. Was soft drink adult? Miguel asked for what the adult beverage was. I don't know if that was a vote to do adult beverage. Right now we're 1 for 1. Did I miss anybody? Hit the like button. Oh, thank you, Tom. Bye, Doodle. He'll be back. I promise you, he'll be back. Let me just throw this out there again because I only see 2 up there. I see Miguel asking what today's adult beverage was. I don't know that means he wants me to start with the adult beverage, but I have a vote from Donna for adult beverage and adult from Janice for soft drink. So throw it out there. Let's see. Pudding Power 84 has just entered the room. Welcome, Pudding Power. I have not seen you for a while, I don't think, but it's good to have you back and welcome. Thank you for spending your weekend with us. So that's always fun. Pudding Power says adult beverage. Okay, so it's 2 adults, 1 soft drink. We'll give this another minute. I should have done a poll. What am I thinking? But that's okay. Okay, I got 2 adult beverage and 1 soft drink. We'll give it. Let's give it till 1:11. So 1 more minute. Get 1 more minute. Get your votes in. We aim to please. We're flexible here. There's a think it's a church. They have a sign outside that says flexible hours, and I always mispronounce it on purpose as something else, but that's okay. Miguel says, Josh says, I vote for the beverage. That's helpful, Josh. Thank you. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Which Josh? I know I know a lot of Joshes. So which Josh are you? But welcome, Josh. I think how many Joshes do I know? At least four. At least four Joshes. And I didn't think it was really a common name, but it is. I don't know any other Valentinos. Do you? Do any of you know another Valentino besides me? I don't. Okay, I think adult beverage is going to carry it. It looks like everybody's voting for the adult beverage. We're going to go ahead and do that. And it is 111. I mean 111. I'm sorry, 111. So we will do the adult beverage first. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Why not, right? Because it has a bottle cap that I want to keep. We have brought back Richard Simmons. Josh from Canada. I'm usually in Matt's chat. I thought I'd pop in for a bit. Well, welcome, Josh. Glad you could join us. And thank you for representing Canada. We usually have let's see, the Trips come in sometimes. They're from the Toronto area. And then Food Taster TV, he's from, I want to say he's from Alberta. I'm pretty sure he's from Alberta. Let's see, who else do we have from Canadians? I think we have a few. We have the Cassandra, I think, is from British Columbia. So yeah, we do have a lot of Canadians, but welcome and congratulations for being our first Canadian. No, Janice, I don't either. I've never met another one. There's a Val in my company in the Army. Yeah, well, I mean, I used to date a girl named Valerie. So there was, I've dated Vals, but not like Vals, like a Valley girl, Vals, but girls named Val. So yeah, met other Vals. Never met another Valentino though. All right, let's get started and let's do our non-alcoholic beverage or our soft drink. Never been out West Canada. I was born in Ontario, but now I'm living in Nova Scotia. Oh, I haven't been to Nova Scotia. The closest I've been to Nova Scotia has been New Brunswick. So I have been to New Brunswick, to St. John's, New Brunswick. It's a fun little, cute little place. Their airport. I'm trying to remember what the major city is in there, but the airport is like an elementary school. It's tiny. I was working there, and I said, "Well, I need to get to the airport. What time is rush hour here?" And they just started laughing at me. So, but yeah, I've yet to get to Nova Scotia, but maybe sometime I'll fly my Learjet to Nova Scotia to see the total eclipse of the sun. His name was your name, Mr. Val. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Interesting. Moncton. Wait, Moncton. Moncton. I asked a question, I'll bet, and you answered it, and I forgot what the question was I asked when you said Moncton. But the name doesn't sound familiar. That is the biggest city in New Brunswick. Was that the question? Ice cold Yingling and Mickey's on the beer menu. Both? Seems like a little bit of a conflict there. I mean, one is one of the first beers in the the oldest beers in the United States, and the other one is a malt liquor. But hey, Bob is in the room. REA Junior Music. We didn't ask the question yet. Well, I asked a question about Canada, I think, but it was just a conversational question. So we haven't actually got to the trivia yet, Bob. So you are just in time. And Pokey Sly has just entered the room as well. Wow, now it's a party. All right. So we said we were going to start, and you guys are just in time because we haven't actually started yet. So we're going to get it started right now, and we will start with our soft drink. And I'm going to call it soft drink. Here's a question for you guys. Would you? His name was Vallenato. Oh, that's interesting. Would you guys consider juice a soft drink? I mean, I'm calling it a soft drink only because it puts it in a category of adult beverage versus soft drink. But I don't know typically that you would actually call a juice a soft drink. So, as I promised, we are going to start with our non-alcoholic beverage or our soft drink, and this is Square is the company. This is pomegranate and carrot juice drink. In the words of Harrison Ford, I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know. I saw it. It looked really weird and interesting, and so I'm going to try it, but I hope it's not carbonated because I'm shaking it up. I'm thinking you want to shake this up. I think you want to get this Was it so Tom, was it Vallenato or Vallenato? How did he pronounce the double L, like the the Spanish double L? There's Andy. That's Andy. There goes Andy. That wasn't a man, that was a dog, Tom. That was a dachshund, Andy. And he looks small, but he's heavy as hell. I tried to pick him up the other day. It's like lifting like cement. He's tightly packed. Oh, okay. All right, Pokey. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll try to entertain you verbally. So again, this is Square is the brand. This is pomegranate and carrot juice drink. It is imported and distributed by Square Enterprises in Wallington, New Jersey, and it is a product of Poland. So apparently they drink pomegranate and carrot juice in Poland. It is 30% fruit and carrot juice, which begs to the question, what is the other, is it not? No, what is it? 60, 30, 90, 40, 70, 70, 70. What is the other? Math is not my strong suit. What is the other 70%? And I'm guessing it's water. Let's see. Ingredients. Do we have ingredients? Yes, water. Water is the first ingredient. So I'm guessing that's the other 70%. Juice is made from concentrated juices from apple, pomegranate. They didn't even mention apple on the outside. Apple, pomegranate, carrot, sugar, acidity regulators, guar gum, xanthan gum, enriching substance. Ooh, this has vitamin C, artificial color, artificial aroma. Have you ever? I mean, raise your hands. Can we do that? Can we do it? Raise your hands. Well, look, I'm going to do it anyways. Raise your hands if you have ever heard of something containing artificial aroma. Artificial aroma. It's bizarre. Oh, trivia question. The question is, from what animal is castoreum a component of artificial vanilla flavoring extracted? Again, the question, from what animal is castoreum a component of artificial vanilla flavoring extracted? So we're going to put that in the cage with the artificial animal, and we're going to open this up. My dog is great at artificial aromas. Those are actual aromas. I was gonna say, like, it smells a little bit like carrot, but if it's artificial aroma, I can't tell. I can't tell what's the real carrot and what's artificial or anything. So, all right, here we go. Let's give this a shot. And we don't have to have Julie here to rate my pour. Oh, speaking of Julie, did you guys check out? So Julie flew solo this week. We did our first Trippy Food episode with Julie doing her own thing. So she did the Eggo waffle Pop-Tarts, and it was fun having her do that. And so if you like that, like I did, then anticipate more. We're gonna have Julie do more episodes just from as what she calls Trippy Food East in the Boston area. I don't know. To me, it tastes a little bit like tangerine or orange, like citrusy. I don't know. Did they mention citric acid? Maybe it's the apple. I think that because it's the tartness from the apple. Because pomegranate, carrot, neither one of those are tart. I see acidity. Oh, citric acid. Yeah, there is citric acid in there. So that's what I taste mostly. Although, it's actually 30% carrot juice and pomegranate juice. You would think those would be prominent flavors. The pomegranate flavor is there, but it's really, really subtle. The carrot flavor is not really strong, and I'm glad because I'm not a big fan of carrot juice. The problem is it doesn't taste like a vegetable juice or a vegetable and fruit juice. It tastes like, I don't know. It tastes like if Mountain Dew was going to start making fruit juices. That's what it tastes like. It kind of tastes like Fake? Is that a good word? It just kind of tastes. It's not awesome. Now there's a little bit of carrot on the finish. I don't know. Thumbs in the middle, I think. It's not terrible. It just, to me, I want to get that mouthful of the pomegranate flavor and the carrot flavor. The carrot flavor does come in afterwards. The pomegranate just sits there and it's really subtle. You taste more apple and citric acid than you do anything else. So yeah, thumbs in the middle. It's not terrible. This seems like it would be good. I'm gonna go out. This might actually make a good margarita, a frozen margarita. I don't think it would make a good margarita on the rocks, but I think it will make a good frozen margarita. It's not bad, but it's not great. So thumbs in the middle on that one. Put some vodka in it. Well, Miguel, I'm thinking tequila, but I mean, if it was a subtle vodka, I think that would work. But to me, I'm thinking it more lent itself to tequila because it almost has that that cactus pear kind of taste to it. So I think tequila. I might keep this on hand. I might try that. Might get some tequila and try that mixed together and see how that works. I think it's going to be good. Okay. The question was, from what animal is castoreum a component of artificial vanilla flavoring extracted? And the guesses were, let's see, Donna Lauderdale said beaver. Miguel Rangel said badger milk. Bob, R.A. Junior Music, says leave it to beaver. Janice Yamanaka said beaver butts. That's 2 T's, I think, or like butt beaver. Beaver butts. And hey, Eli has just entered the room. Welcome, Eli. Glad to have you back. The correct answer, I think everybody got it right, is beaver. It's actually beaver. Yeah, it's from the. It's like an anal gland. That's right, an anal gland on the beaver that they extract the castoreum from, and it goes into artificial vanilla flavoring. Go figure. It's next time maybe you'll get actual vanilla, even though it's expensive. It's very, very expensive, but at least it doesn't come out of a beaver's anus. So let's see. Most of you got that right. I'm feeling generous today. 50 points for everybody. Tom, how are we doing on that? Did you get your points back enough to get that canoe? How are we doing on the canoe? All right. So let's recycle that one, and we'll start in with for snack. I'm going to try to go mellow to spicy. For some reason, like I think I gravitate towards the spicy stuff, but they're usually the more unusual stuff is spicy. Maybe the reason is because they realize that if they make it spicy, that it hides the flavor of something that somebody goes, well, that's kind of weird. Let's do this. Let's start with the mushroom snacks. So I don't think these are spicy at all. So these are from Trader Joe's. Everybody knows Trader Joe's. I think their packing facility is in Monrovia, California. Yes, it is Monrovia, California. Although these are usually imported from other, or their products are from other places. Yes, these are from Pennsylvania, as a matter of fact. The Pennsylvania is the mushroom capital of the world, they say. So these are from white mushrooms, sunflower oil, sea salt, corn, maltodextrin. That's pretty basic stuff. Let's see. Mushrooms are thick cut, then vacuum fried. Never heard of vacuum frying with sunflower oil to create crispy, crunchy, bite-sized shrooms. They're super for snacking anytime you're craving something savory, subtly sweet, and seriously delicious. Now, I don't see sugar in the ingredients, but I do see corn maltodextrin, and maltodextrin, I think anytime you see like dextrose or something like that, I think it's a sugar. So I think that's a sugar, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not too sweet. I'm so far from getting the canoe. The light from the canoe will take 100 years to reach me. Wow, light years from the canoe. We'll have to get you an outrigger or something. Yeah, did Andy just come in? I missed Andy, Eli. So if you saw a dachshund walk in instead of Doodle, then yes, we are house sitting for Andy, who is a dachshund. They're coming in and out today. I do have the difference between Doodle and Andy is when Doodle hears me talk, or if I clap my hands, because I usually do that to sync up the audio and the video when I'm doing a Trippy food episode. When I clap my hands, he comes running because he knows that I'm eating snacks. Or if he hears me talking to the computer because he knows there's nobody there. And usually I'm doing that when I'm doing a review. Andy, on the other hand, because he's a hound, has an incredible sense of smell, and he smells the chicken snacks that I brought in for both of them, should they choose to come in and want a snack. So I can get Doodle in here just by clapping my hands. Should we try that? Let's try this. A little experiment. See if we can get Doodle in here by clapping my hands. So I'm going to continue to talk, and I'm guessing that Doodle's going to come running in here. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so we're going to eat our mushroom snack, but before we do that, are they magic mushrooms? Well, let's see. I don't think so. I think they're white mushrooms from Pennsylvania. So I don't think they're psilocybin or peyote or anything like that. So unfortunately, no, Miguel. And this package was relatively inexpensive, and I think if this was full of magic mushrooms, it'd be a little bit costly. Let's ask a question. Okay, what is the common name for katsuobushi? Katsuobushi. I think it's a katsuobushi. What is the common name for katsuobushi? Simmered, smoked, and fermented skipjack tuna. So again, the question, what is the common name for katsuobushi, simmered, smoked, and fermented skipjack tuna? So we're going to put that in our bento box, and we're going to go ahead and open up our mushrooms. Hi, Andy. How you doing? Andy, do you want a snack? I'm not going to pick up Andy because Andy probably, I'm going to guess he weighs like 40 pounds. He is tightly packed. He's a monster. He's a nice dog, and he's a little whiny, but that's, it's okay. Here you go, Andy. You want that? Of course. Who doesn't want chicken? Who doesn't like chicken? All righty. Now I'm going to have the taste of chicken in my mouth. Not much of a smell. Hey, Doodle, I saved one for you. Hang on. Hang on, Doodle. Here you go, dude. Now they're two happy dogs. All right, Trader Joe's Crispy Crunchy. Well, I need to cleanse the palate here. Get that chicken out. Oh, these are interesting. They just look like freeze-dried mushrooms. They look like mushrooms. Almost look like they have like soy sauce or something on them, but they don't. Ooh, they're crunchy. No, they do say crispy crunchy. So no false advertising there. Lots of mushroom flavor. It doesn't taste like there's a lot of other stuff in there. They almost, these are, what did they say? Vacuum fried, but they almost taste more, almost like taste freeze dried. Oh, they're really good. Those are really, really good. No, I need one. You get one. You got to pace yourself, Andy. But Andy, you got to pace yourself, Andy. These are good. These are really, that's a thumbs up. They're not trying to be something else. There's not a lot of other flavors on top of that and everything. It's just really subtle. It's just a crunchy, crispy mushroom. That's all it is. And so if you like mushrooms, and I do, and I love mushrooms, this is your bag, baby. So I'm going to give that a big thumbs up. Put that to the side here. Let's go back to our card. Ninja Turtle pizza had no right looking that good for a cartoon pizza. I don't remember there being any kind of like definition to the pizza. I think it probably had like gooey cheese and stuff like that. But then again, what do you hold? What is the candle to which you are holding that to, right? I mean, like what is the definitive cartoon pizza, or what other cartoon pizzas are there that you think don't really match up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza? That's an excellent question. I'm assuming that you're talking about the actual cartoon and not the live action Turtles thing, right? Yeah, they are crunchy. Could you hear that, Miguel? Was it an audible thing? Our question was, what is the common name for katsuobushi, simmered, smoked, and fermented skipjack tuna? Let's see. There's that beaver thing. Janice Yamanaka said bonito flakes. Tom, old guy in Colorado, said tuna a la kumquat. Let's see. Those are the only answers. Only 2 answers. It's too bad because there was 1,000 points riding on that one. Janice said bonito flakes. Old guy in Colorado, Tom, said tuna a la kumquat. You're actually both right. It is both of those things and more. So the cool thing about bonito flakes, if you've ever had them, is sometimes what they'll do is when they cook eel, like if you're in a, I've had it both in Japanese restaurants and Korean restaurants. They cook eel and then they put the bonito flakes on the top of it. And then one of the things is when the heat, I don't know if it's when the heat hits it and the moisture hits it, the bonito flakes move. So they kind of move. They almost look like there's something alive, like some kind of worm or something like that. And that's the cool thing about bonito flakes. If you've ever had anything with that served on top of it, I think it's when I think it's the heat. I don't think it's the moisture. It's when the heat hits it, they move, and it's really funny. So yeah, Janice and Tom both correct. It was 1,000 points. So you each get 500 points. So you're gonna split that and maybe put them together so that you get Tom closer to that canoe. And I'm sure Tom will give you a ride in that canoe, Janice. All right. Let's put that back in the deck. Let's see. We did beverage, snack. Time for another snack. So let's do spicy sriracha. Let's see. Chicken barbecue and barbecue. Let's do. You know what? I'm going to move ahead and I'm going to do the thing that wasn't on the menu, which was our Scorched Peanut Bar. I'm fascinated by this. I want to know what Scorched Peanuts are, and I want to know what a Scorched Peanut Bar is. I've never heard of them. These are from, let's see, very, very tiny print. But these are from Cook's Confectionery in Albion Park, New South Wales, Australia. So it's an Australian candy. One bought from her and it's all over. Oh, question. All righty. So the next question is, what meat is called squab in culinary circles? So again, the question, what meat is called squab in culinary circles? We're going to put that on the stove, put the heat down low, and we're going to open up our Scorched Peanut Bar from New South Wales, Australia. At least we're going to try. By the way, let me know if I never get back to you on what the result polls were. Like what I think, I'm trying to remember. I think last week I asked if people wanted music in the background, and a resounding 80% of you said no. So no music in the background. That's why you don't hear it right now. Oh, I thought it was 2 bars and it's just broken in half. Looks a little bit like, I don't know what it looks a little bit like. There's just big chunks of peanuts in there. They don't look scorched, because I was thinking like scorched would be like kind of blackened. You can see that. There you go. It almost looks like toffee in between there. Let's see what this is all about. Are you hearing that? Really crunchy. I like that chocolate. It's not overly sweet, and it's not vomity like Hershey's. It does have a kind of a peanut brittle kind of texture to it. So the thing holding the peanuts together almost tastes like peanut brittle. It has that same thing, you know, peanut butter gets sticky, it gets stuck in your teeth. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like peanut brittle. I mean, it has the texture of peanut brittle and also the flavor of peanut brittle. Big pieces of peanuts, and they're really crunchy peanuts. I don't know about the scorched thing though, because I mean, you would think scorched, you would like taste smoke, and you don't. So I don't know why they call it scorched peanuts, but it's a nice bar. It's not mushy or melty or anything like that. Really, really, completely crunchy. It really tastes like somebody took a log of peanut brittle and coated it with chocolate. So that's a thumbs up. This is really good. So good, in fact. I got 2 of those Scorched Peanut Bars from World Market. That's where I got it, Janice. I'm going to send one to my daughter so we can Zoom review it together. Oh, that'd be nice. Had I known, I would have Zoom reviewed with you. Yeah, I was in Cost Plus World Market because I ran out of secret aardvark sauce and I needed more. The Kroger stores here used to carry it, but I haven't been able to find it there. And I know that Cost Plus World Market has it. So I did go over there to get this. And while I was over there, saw a Scorched Peanut Bar. It kind of yelled at me and said, "Val, you need to try me." So the thing about Cost Plus World Market is, if you're looking for unusual things from around the world, that's like a cool place to go. They also have some like unusual regional stuff that's hard to find. Like, for instance, if you want to make a fluffernutter and you're looking for marshmallow fluff, which is made in New England, a lot of the major groceries don't carry it, but you can get fluff at Cost Plus World Market. So that's what's kind of cool. John King has entered the room. Welcome, John. Good to see you. Glad you could make it with us today. Before you ask, I'll guess what you're drinking. You are drinking a you're drinking a Modelo Negro. That's my guess today, is that you're drinking a Modelo Negro. Welcome, John. Let's go back and revisit our question, shall we? And our question was from, let's see, what meat is called squab in culinary circles? And the guesses were, Eli said pigeon. Janice Yamanaka said pigeon. Donna Lauderdale said pigeon. Wrangle said crow meat. I wonder how crows are scavengers. They're also carnivores. Well, I mean, I think they're omnivores. They eat everything. But I've actually seen them kill small birds and eat them. It begs the question, what would crow meat taste like? I've only eaten crow several times when I've said stuff that turned out not to be true. The rare kumquat pigeon, sweet outside, sour inside. That actually describes a kumquat, Tom. Sweet inside, sour. I mean, sweet outside, sour inside. It's the opposite of most of the other citrus fruits, in that you eat the outside, you squeeze the juice out, which is sour, and you eat the outside, which is sweet. So, so let's see. Let's see. What are kumquats? Is it a fruit? Yes, Miguel. I can't remember exactly when it was, but if you go to our list of videos that's on the main page when you go to our channel, look through the previous live streams. We actually ate fresh kumquats on one of our live streams, so I'm sure we talked about it. So check that out, Miguel. If you need help finding it, let me know, and I will help find it for you, like what the actual date was, so that you can find it. Pudding Power said Squid Games, but I'm not sure if that was a guess or it was just a reference to something else. That's okay either way. I am drinking Busch. Busch is kind of generic, though. Is there a generic Busch beer? Like, because Busch is like, Budweiser is a Busch beer. So I don't know. I think there's like a Busch, just a regular Busch beer, right? All right. But either way, I got it wrong, Tom. I mean, John. The correct answer was, in fact, pigeon. And almost everybody got that right. Pudding, I don't know if Squid Games was a guess to that, but almost everybody got it right. So I'm going to take 5 points to divide that in half, which is 2.5, and then give everybody 2.5 points. 2.5 points all round. Set them up, Mr. Bartender. Put that card back in the deck. All right, so we did 2 snacks, and I think the rest of them are going to be on the, let's see, what's going to be lighter? Spicy Sriracha, that sounds spicy. Let's try these. Okay, so these are Tortrix, like Dominatrix, or like Trick Pony, Tortrix. I don't like Trick cereal. I don't. The name is kind of weird. It almost kind of has that Fritos kind of logo, but I don't think they are Fritos. I don't think it's owned by Fritos. Oh, con mas barbacoa. And barbacoa is like a roasted meat. So these are corn chips with roasted meat. Con most barbacoa. Wow. Or that's maybe they're saying barbacoa like barbecue sauce. So I don't know because most of the writing on here is in Spanish. But these are a product of, let's see, hard to read on black on silver, really hard to read. They're from Guatemala. I think it's, bear with me one second. It just says product of Guatemala. I can't tell exactly what the deal is. So these will be interesting. Se pide suco no hot dog. No hot dog. Shuko no hot dog. Not sure what that means. I've exhausted my entire use of Spanish. I'm going to open this one from the bottom just because I don't know. 2.5 took centuries off. Wow. Oh yeah, that was probably a good move because you can see the inside of that bag there. You got like stuff on the side there. Seasoning, I guess. They almost look like Fritos, but they're more broken up. They're not like, if you open a bag of Fritos, usually the chips are all the same. There's a slight difference in them, a slight difference in the kernel and everything, but they're all shaped exactly the same. These are not. These are all over the place. I do have that Frito flavor, but I'm looking for a barbecue flavor. Maybe not as salty as Fritos, but definitely that corn chip flavor. It's a decent snack. I like that it's not salty. I don't like that I'm not tasting much barbecue sauce on there. And I think that's the selling point for that. It's supposed to taste like barbecue sauce. No, I'm getting some barbecue sauce. But it's good. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, but not a really enthusiastic thumbs up. I think they could have kicked up the barbecue sauce flavor a little bit. Otherwise, they're really good corn chips. I think I would prefer those over Fritos. The interesting thing is to see how good a Frito pie that makes. To see if that makes a good Frito pie. That would be a good thing. But yeah, thumbs up, but not a really enthusiastic thumbs up. Let's go back to our trivia question, and our trivia question was, no, we already answered the trivia question. I think we answered the trivia question. Either that or I just opened that and I didn't ask one. I didn't answer it, right? I don't think, maybe I didn't answer it. That was the one about the what called squab, and it was pigeon. And I gave everybody 2.5 points. Is that right? I don't know. I lose track. Hey, Josh Gruber has just entered the room. Another Josh. We had a Josh earlier that I was asking which Josh it was because I said I know a lot of Joshes, and now Josh Gruber has just entered the room. So welcome. I'm craving shepherd's pie already. Eli, why don't you make some shepherd's pie? Somebody can settle this debate for me because I know most people who make shepherd's pie use ground beef, but I'm pretty sure that shepherd's pie actually has lamb in it. I think it's ground lamb, if I'm not mistaken. I can be mistaken sometimes, but I don't like to admit it. All righty, we did beverage, snack, 2 snacks. I'm losing. No, 3 snacks. We started with the mushrooms. I put them over there, so I forgot. So let's open up our adult beverage, and our adult beverage of the day is Abita Brewing Mardi Gras Bock. I don't like the looks of this guy on the label. Now, the reason that Anita Brewing and Abita Brewing has a Mardi Gras Bock is because Abita is from New Orleans, Louisiana. Aye! And so naturally they're going to have a Mardi Gras beer. Abita Mardi Gras Bock is brewed with pale Pilsner and caramel malts and German Pearl hops. Our Bock is similar to German Maibocks. With its rich malt flavor and full body, Mardi Gras Bock brings the carnival season to you wherever you are. And then actually they have the Mardi Gras colors on the label. So I'm going to give this a try. We brought Richard Simmons out because I want to save the bottle cap. And it's time to ask a question. Shepherd's pie has lamb. Cottage pie has ground beef. Thank you, Janice. That's what I thought it was. Cow pie has flies. All right. Trivia question. You guys ready? You guys ready for this? Be honest with me. You ready for this? Who invented the ice cream cone? Now I'm going to tell you this is controversial for some strange reason. It's very controversial because there's multiple claims. But to the best of your ability, tell me who created the first ice cream cone. And let's go ahead and open up our adult beverage and do adult things. I don't know why they call it an adult beverage, because honestly, most of them make you act like a child. There we go. Pry off cap. I did. Brewed with spring water as opposed to winter or fall water. Where is Julie when I need her? I'm going to do a pour here. Ooh, that's pouring well. We are using our beer tornado glass, so I expect a full head on this shortly. So I'm going to start drinking it pretty quick. Yeah, there goes our beer tornado. You guys can see that. So I'm going to take a sip before it gets too big. Wow, that's refreshing. There's a little bit of sweetness to it. It has a very similar taste to a lager, maybe not as light. Just a slightly bitter, but not too bad. Not like an IPA, not that bitter. That's a nice beer. What is our IPA on this? Our IPA is 6.5, moderate, not bad. That's a decent beer. That's going to get a thumbs up for me. If you guys ask nicely, I will tell you my Mardi Gras story of actually going to Mardi Gras. I've actually been to Mardi Gras in New Orleans during Mardi Gras. The question is, would I go back to New Orleans? And the answer is yes. I would love to go back to New Orleans. The question is, would I go back to New Orleans during Mardi Gras? The answer is a big flat no. Absolutely not. We'll never ever go back to Mardi Gras. To New Orleans during Mardi Gras, but I do want to go back to New Orleans. So there you go. That's not the story, but I will tell the story if you ask nice. I love Boston Pale Ale. I don't know, when you say Boston Pale Ale, are you saying, Josh, are you saying that's Boston as a brand, or is it like a Sam Adams Boston Pale Ale? Because I'm not really familiar with the term of a beer, a generic beer called Boston Pale Ale. I know well, IPA stands for India Pale Ale. So I don't know. What happened on Fat Tuesday, Val? Well, Miguel, I'm glad you asked. Back when I lived in Texas, probably around 1992 or so, a bunch of friends of mine and I decided we wanted to go to Mardi Gras in New Orleans. So we had a friend that lived in Slidell, which is just outside of New Orleans. We were going to go. We were going to stay in their trailer. They had a trailer, and when I say trailer, I'm talking like double wide, big trailer. Not like a trailers for sale or rent, not that kind of trailer. So we rented a van in Austin, Texas, and we drove. I think it's like about 8 hours. I want to say we drove to New Orleans. We stopped in Slidell. I had my first king cake, my first bite of king cake. Nobody told me about the plastic baby Jesus in there, which I almost broke my tooth on. But come to find out, I owe everybody a cake. for the next Mardi Gras. So, anyways, we went into the city, went into New Orleans to enjoy Mardi Gras, and it is the problem is because there's so many people there, they cannot get the sanitation trucks in there, so the trash just piles up on the sidewalk and in the street. They can't get cars in the street. The streets are all blocked by people walking. There are people in various stages of nakedness and semi-nakedness. There are body fluids and semi-fluids all over the place. There are people passed out. One guy was passed out with his head standing up, with his head against the wall. Against a pane of glass, passed out. There were various people in various stages of passed outness. If you wanted to go, let's say like 2 blocks. So we wanted to go to Pat O'Brien's to get a hurricane. So we walked the 2 blocks. It probably took like 40 minutes to go those 2 blocks. Finally did get in there and had a hurricane. Now, I will tell you, if you've never had a hurricane, and I don't know if this is the case with every hurricane or there's the hurricanes at Pat O'Brien's, is that, hi, Doodle, is that they're very sweet. And it's very deceptive how much alcohol is in a hurricane. And I believe I had 2 of them. And I say believe I had 2 of them because I don't remember too much. I think people pieced it together for me. What I do remember is the next morning I woke up. We had gotten back to Slidell. I'm not sure. I think I got separated from everybody else, but eventually everybody got back together. I somehow made it back okay. So in the morning, I woke up on the living room floor, fully clothed, but I couldn't find my shoes. My shoes were missing and I couldn't find them. I had a bunch of beads around my neck. And I had the hood ornament to the van in my pocket. I don't know how that happened. But that was Mardi Gras. So any of you who have seen the Reckless Eating episode where we're in Las Vegas and we go to Secret Pizza, and I'm putting the XIII hot sauce on the Secret Pizza. If anyone's seen that episode of what happens to me after I drink a Clamato, let's call the whole thing off. Mardi Gras was that times 10. So yeah, that's my Mardi Gras story. I told it. That's what it is. Let's see. Boston brand. I'm not familiar with the Boston brand, Josh, but I will have to check that out. Sorry, 1950s when the International Association of Ice Cream Manufacturing names. Yes, that is correct. All right. So the guesses are Miguel Rangel said Ernest Hamwi. Janice Yamanak said Ernest A. Hamwi in the 1950s. Syrian immigrant Ernest Hamwi was making Zalabia, a wafer disease, World's Fair 1904. You are correct, Tom. Let's see. So Janice corrected it and said 1950s when the International Association of Ice Cream Manufacturers named Hamwi as the official creator of the ice cream cone. So that is correct. It was in the 1950s when the International Association of Ice Cream Manufacturers named the official creator of the ice cream cone. And they're wrong. They're wrong because Ernest Hamwi was not the originator of the ice cream cone. He did originate the ice cream cone at the World's Fair, 1904 World's Fair. So essentially what happened was he was an ice cream vendor and people were, he ran out of plates or dishes to put the ice cream in. And there was a vendor next to him that was making the, well, I'm trying to remember if he was the ice cream vendor or he was the person making the Zalabia. But basically the 2 of them got together, like you got your peanut butter and my chocolate, you got your chocolate and my peanut butter. They rolled it into, I think they were originally calling it a cornucopia. Because it was shaped like, you guys have ever seen like those wicker baskets that people put fruit and vegetables in? They call a cornucopia. So they were calling that a cornucopia, not an ice cream cone. But that's where it was put together. It was put together for a World's Fair. However, the first ice cream cone was produced in 1896 by Italo Marchionni. Now, Italo Marchionni had immigrated from Italy in the late 1800s, and he invented his ice cream cone in New York City. He was granted a patent for his ice cream cone in December of 1903. So if somebody says the first ice cream cone was made at the World's Fair in 1904, he was granted a patent for his ice cream cone in December of 1903. So so your story of Ernest Hamwi is correct. However, there is evidence to support that Italo Marchioni was granted a patent in December of 1903 for the ice cream cone that he invented in 1896. So, but the reason that everybody says Ernest Hamway is exactly as Janice said. In the 1950s, the International Association of Ice Cream Manufacturers named Hamway as the official creator of the ice cream cone. So, ice cream cone controversy. I guess we'll never know. Who invented the French dip sandwich? Was it Cole's or was it Felipe's? By the way, my money's on the guy with the French name. Clamato looked at a tomato and thought, this needs fish. Yeah, exactly. And beer. Fish and beer. Tomato, fish, clams. Clam is a mollusk, but it's seafood. You know, tomato, clams, and beer. I wouldn't have thought to put those things together, but they do, and it's not bad. You know what? I have a spicy one. I have a spicy one in the refrigerator. Should I? Let me leave this up to you guys. I will do this next week if you want me to. I have a spicy clamato, whatever you want to call it. Let's call the whole thing off. I have a spicy one in the refrigerator. If you want, I will drink it for next week's adult beverage. So let me know. Here, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll. Is it going to let me run out of letters? No, I got more. And that's just a yes or no. This one should be easy. There, I will let you vote on that. Bada boom, bada bing, bada fugo. There we go. I prefer sardines. You mean sardines in your beer and tomato mixture? John, is that what you mean? You prefer sardines? To be honest with you, it's not that big a departure. It's kind of like Bloody Mary territory. I would think sardines would work on them. You got packed in tomato sauce, right? It's not that big a departure. You're just adding alcohol to that. That would probably work. Yeah. I wonder if like a sardine Bloody Mary. Maybe I should do something like that. That sounds interesting. John, I will give you full credit for that. I think I'm going to do some kind of Bloody Mary thing with sardines. I think I'm going to do that. I might do a couple of different Bloody Mary things because I have some ideas for some other stuff as well. Probably someone like mussels with red sauce. Yeah, probably. I mean, like I said, the only difference is you're putting beer in there. All right. So John, if you're voting, vote up at the top of your screen. There's a poll. So vote in the poll. Bud Light Clamato or Budweiser Clamato. I think I'm trying to remember. I think it might be a Budweiser, but I'm not 100% sure. It might even be like a Modelo or something. I don't remember. I just remember getting it because I thought it was interesting, and I had that. So just vote yes or no, and we will decide whether we're going to make that our adult beverage of choice next week. And maybe we'll order some pizza. There we go. So yeah, so there's the ice cream cone controversy. Take it at face value or what it will. Again, thumbs up on the beer. Really nice. Spicy Clamato sounds delicious. It does. Anchovy Bloody Mary. Anchovy Bloody Mary. How well that would work. Anchovies seem to be a little bit firmer than sardines. Maybe we do our anchovy and sardine Bloody Mary. I take plenty of suggestions. If you guys have them, throw them out there, and I will try them. So it sounds like we're going to do sardine Bloody Mary, or anchovy Bloody Mary, or both. I have to go to the store for Clamato. Yes, we will see you when you get back. All right. So we did beverage, snack. Time for another beverage. Time for another snack. I'm sorry. Hang on one second. Something hit me. It's not right. I don't know. Shrimp Bloody Mary. Well, Miguel, that's not much of a departure because a lot of Bloody Marys are served with a cocktail shrimp on top of it, right? So that's not a whole big departure. You know what? Have you guys ever had campechano? Campechano, right? Have you guys haven't had Campechano? Do you guys know what I'm talking about, Campechano? So, hey, Duncan Spencer has just entered the room. Everybody say hello to Duncan Spencer. Welcome. Campechano is a Mexican. I want to say it's a Mexican dish. I'm pretty sure it's Mexican. Could be a central, some other sort of Latin or Central American. And basically, what it is, it's picture like a shrimp cocktail. So it's going to have like a chili tomato sauce, sort of like a shrimp cocktail, except it's going to have multiple seafood in it. So usually it has cooked octopus. What else do they put in it? Oysters, maybe pieces of fish, shrimp, obviously. That's a Campechano. I love Campechano. To me, it's like really, really good. But you could turn a Campechano into like a Bloody Mary very easily and everything. So that might be the way to go. That might be we're talking about sardines, and the problem with sardines is that they fall apart. They're too crumbly and everything. So it's not like you can enjoy the taste of chewing on that. It would fall apart in the Bloody Mary, I think. But I think maybe we'd be going with a boozy Campechano. That would be it. And so the question is, what booze are we going to add to it? So if we're going to go Bloody Mary style, maybe we would go with a vodka. But I'm thinking that because Campechano is a Mexican dish, that we should go with tequila, or like a Reposado or something like that. So yeah, lots of ideas there. I'm going to take those suggestions, those general suggestions, and we'll work it into something that actually, and we're going to do it. We're just going to do it because it sounds really interesting. Well, again, John, you say squid clamato. If the Campechano has octopus in it, did I mention octopus? Maybe that's when I didn't mention it. It does have octopus in it. But if it has octopus in it, there's not a big variance between octopus and squid. So again, the question is, if you're going to make a Bloody Mary, you're saying clamato, so that would be the Campechano with beer, I think. I don't know. Duncan, we don't know what we're talking about. We're just rambling on about taking seafood and making it into some sort of beverage like a Bloody Mary. So we're kind of throwing out ideas here. So if you have ideas, throw them out there. Everclear, you would get the alcohol, but you wouldn't get the taste of anything. So maybe that is the way to go, Tom. But the question is, do you want it to have some sort of flavor? Do you want it to have the flavor of tequila? Do you want it to have the flavor of vodka? Do you want that flavor in there? Or are you just going for the alcohol content, in which case Everclear would be perfect for that. So excellent question. Vodka and gin. Gin, I don't know. I don't know how well. I think vodka would work, certainly, but I've never had like a Bloody Mary with gin in it. Have you guys had? Is it like ceviche? It is not like ceviche, Miguel, because ceviche is mostly the seafood, right? And it's usually chopped up, and it usually has other things in it. Might have corn in it, might have sweet potatoes, and depending on the ceviche, you have like Peruvian ceviche. Awesome, amazing. It usually has like a big chunk of sweet potato in there. There's usually corn in there. There's usually other stuff in there. I guess it's similar to ceviche. The other thing about ceviche is ceviche, they use lime juice to put on top of the raw fish, which actually kind of cooks it. So the citric acid cooks the fish, and that's the kind of secret behind ceviche. So it's sort of like ceviche, but a little bit different. If you have not had a Campechano, and there is some place in your area where you can get Campechano, I advise you give it a try. If you don't like seafood, you're going to hate it. But if you like seafood, I would give it a try. I just drink cider. Yeah, I would not recommend doing that with cider. It doesn't seem to work. But we have not done a hard cider. We have done cider on our. We did 2 trips to Julian, California. I think that one was for our Independence Day episode, and the other one was around Independence Day, like a year later, or maybe 2 years later. So we did cider, but it was just cider, not hard cider. Well, maybe we try that too. I'm thinking if you can light it on fire, having roasted seafood drink. Roasted seafood, but even if you could light it on fire, it wouldn't roast it. I don't think it would roast it. It might cook it a little bit, but I don't think it would roast it because it's in liquid. So I don't know. Janet says, hi, the Dusty Beard, and I did not see Dusty Beard sneak in. So welcome, Dusty Beard. Glad to have you back. Good to see you. I love some leche de tigre. Tiger milk. Winning. Oh, that's tiger blood. Never mind. All right, let's see. We did our beverage, snack time. Beverage. Time for another snack. So we're actually going to read from the cards now. I know you thought I was reading from the cards earlier when I was, but I wasn't. So the question is, what type of stars are awarded to restaurants where the food is of exceptional quality? Again, the question, what type of star is awarded to restaurants where the food is of exceptional quality? So we will put that in the restaurant's front window, and we will dig into our next snack. Let's see. Let's start with mild and work our way up. So we're going to eat these Chikys. I can't tell, that's a Chiky. So I think that's like an accent over the I as opposed to a dotted I think. So these are Chiky chocolate flavor chocolate flavored covered cookies. And these are from, who are these from? These are from, I can't tell. Oh, they're made in Costa Rica by Galletas Pozuelo. Galletas Pozuelo in Costa Rica. Let's give these a shot. Leche de tigre is the broth of the ceviche. Really? Oh, that sounds good. I would drink that in a second. Again, that would be a good basis for a cocktail drink. Okay, cookie on the top, chocolate on the bottom. I thought it was like a sandwich cookie because you go by the picture there, you can see that. Hide my stupid big face. So if you look at the picture, it looks like a cookie put together with chocolate on the inside, but it's not. It's cookie and chocolate on the bottom, cookie on top. Let's give this a shot. They taste like a cross between the Barnum and Bailey animal cookies and shortbread, the cookie itself. It's a nice cookie if you like cookies. It's really crumbly, like shortbread. But again, like I said, it has the flavor of Spring, Texas. Oh, that must be where they import it to, Spring, Texas. It's crumbly like a shortbread, but it almost has the flavor of the animal cookies. A little of both. I thought it was a sandwich kind of thing, but it is not a sandwich kind of thing. The chocolate adds flavor to it, but it's not overpowering. It's pretty good. Those are pretty good. I'm not a big fan of chocolatey stuff, but actually it's not bad. Not bad at all. No, that's gonna get a thumbs up. Pretty good. So let's go back and revisit our question. And our question was, I forgot it's actually on the card. What type of star is awarded to restaurants where the food is of obsession? It's a, what did I say? 5.6. What type of star is awarded to restaurants where the food is of exceptional quality? Let's see. What were the guesses? Duncan Spencer said ding dong. I'm not sure if that was a guess. Janice Yamanak said Michelin stars. Miguel Rangel said Michelin star. John King said the Blue Plate Award. And Tom, old guy in Colorado, said the Kumquat star of the Greasy Spoon Diners. Well, it was in fact the Kumquat star of, but because we have to give other people a chance, Tom, I'm going to give you 50 points and 30 points to everybody else who answered that, because it is in fact a Michelin star. And I will tell you that because a restaurant has Michelin stars does not make it an amazing restaurant. It just means that the judges decided that it was exceptional. It might be exceptional service, or it might be like really pretty or something. It doesn't make it the best. It just means it's Michelin-starred restaurant. So just take it up with a grain of salt. You know, like Salt Bay. So award yourself however many points I just gave out. I forgot. I completely forgot. Now, the other thing I completely forgot is we did both beverages, but we didn't do our stupid thing. We got to do our stupid thing. So I'm not going to do a lot of this stupid thing because this seems really stupid. Oh my God, it looks like it turned into gelatin. That's weird. You get that viscosity on that. Look how thick that is. That's weird. It doesn't smell good. Ooh, what is it doing in there? It's like the beer bubbles are getting trapped in there. See that? They're like suspended in there. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. John, I wish it tasted like orange marmalade or marmalade. It's not good. It brings out the worst in that beer. The beer by itself is pretty good, but for some reason when you put it in there, you taste the beer, but it doesn't taste good. And then those other flavors, the carrot and pomegranate, they disappear, but there's something there. You're right, Janice. It's not right. Not good. Not good at all. No, it's bad. Thumbs down. It's bad. It's really bad. All right. So let's see. We got 2 snacks left. How are we doing on time? We're doing great on time. So we might have some time to chat afterwards. Talk about what you guys want to talk about. But let's get through this first. So it is time to ask another trivia question because we're going to open up another snack. And our question is, nope, that was the same question. Question is, what is the main ingredient in a black pudding? Again, and it's not a chocolate. What is the main ingredient in a black pudding? So that goes over here. And let's open up, let's do these. So this is Harvest Snaps, baked, not fried, Crunchions. I guess it's supposed to be like onions, Crunchions. But I don't know if these are even made with onion. They're not made with onion. They're made with red lentil. They're red lentil snack crisps, baked, not fried, Crunchions, Harvest Snack, veggie-based snacking. Are they vegan? No, they're vegetarian. Specifically says vegetarian. They're vegetarian. They're powered by plant protein. They're certified gluten-free. What else are they? They are Harvest Snaps always has vegetables as the first ingredient. We never used artificial colors or flavors, so only awesomely delicious snacking remains. So what is in here that and not vegan? Usually that's milk. Let's see. Ingredients: red lentils, rice. They don't say anything about rice on the label. Canola oil, barbecue seasoning. That sounds promising. Sugar, brown sugar, garlic powder, salt, aged red peppers, red chili, maltodextrin, vinegar powder, tomato powder, yeast extract, extractive of paprika, natural smoke flavor, extractive of spice. That's all the stuff that's in the barbecue seasoning. Paprika color, natural glycerin, natural extractives of paprika, as ascorbic acid, natural mixed tocopherols, whatever that is. I think that's a little mouse on the Ed Sullivan Show. Oh, it's tocopherol. If anybody remembers that, besides me and Tom, we know what the actual name is. Kiaha extract. What is Kiaha? Never heard of that. Sunflower oil, calcium carbonate, rosemary extract. So it is Rosemary's Baby. Packed on shared equipment with milk. So maybe that's why they're calling it vegetarian, not because there's milk added to it, but because it's packed on the same equipment with milk, that there's probably milk cross-contamination. They call it vegan. That's probably what it is. Here's a question. What does the T in Cooter Tea Bacon stand for? I bet you Tom can answer that one. I bet it's Tom. If you have a soft drink next week, make sure it goes with the Clamato. What goes with Clamato from a soft drink standpoint? Ooh, that's a nice smell. This smells more like barbecue sauce at least, than anything I've ever smelled before, than any other product before. Definitely has that smell of barbecue sauce. That's a really, really nice smell. And it has a smoke smell, that sweet and vinegary smell. Smells really good. I could you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a mask out of that. I'm going to wear that around outside. That smells really, really good. A little bit on the sweet side, but maybe it's a sweet barbecue sauce. Has a little bit of heat, not a lot of heat, but just a. Oh wait, I take that back. It sneaks up on you. It does have a heat that sneaks up on you. It's got a kick. They're not kidding. It is kicking barbecue. Tocopherols are vegetable oils that add vitamin E. That's interesting, Janice. I still think it was the mouse on the Ed Sullivan show. 10 points. 10 extra points if you know the name of the mouse from the Ed Sullivan show that sounds like tocopherols. These are good. I don't know why they're focused on that. Maybe there's like an onion. I guess because it's a ring. But why even make that reference? It doesn't taste like onion. But it's really good. Nice crunch to it. Really, really nice barbecue flavor. Subtle heat that comes in afterwards. Really, really nice spice. Crunchy, not stale. Not too airy, like they're pretty solid. Those are good. That's a big thumbs up. These are really, really good. I love that barbecue flavor in there. They're really, really good. Janice, how many points did I promise you? It is correct. It is Topo Gigio on this very stage. Topo Gigio. The thing is, yeah, Topo Gigio. I think it was he an Italian mouse or something? I don't know. I was a kid when I saw that. With this ring, I do thee wed. Those are really good. This is a thumbs up. So far, it's my favorite. I like the mushroom things too. That's really good. Those are really good. Let's go back to our trivia question. The question was, what is the main ingredient in black pudding? The guesses were, Miguel Rangel said blood. John King said pig's blood. Tom, old guy in Colorado, said pork blood. Tom, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It is actually kumquat blood. James Yamanek said blood. Donna Lauderdale said pig blood. I think those were the only answers. The correct answer, you're all right. It is actually blood. It is, and that is pig blood, pork blood. It's not the only thing in it, but that is the main ingredient in black pudding. Who's actually had black pudding? I love it actually. So if you get a full English breakfast, or even an full Irish breakfast, that usually has black pudding. The difference between an English breakfast, full breakfast, and Irish full breakfast is the English full breakfast will have black pudding. The Irish full breakfast will have black and white pudding. And the white pudding is just, it's pork, but not necessarily pork blood. There's no pork blood in it. I might call it black and white pudding. But actually, really, I like it. I like them both. But how many of you have actually had black pudding, and how many like you like it or you don't like it if you've had it? I'll tell you what the T stands for on my stream tonight. There is a tease. Maybe that's what the T stands for, tease. But there is a tease if I ever heard one. So you guys, I'm sure you're familiar already by now. Most of the time, and Tom will tell you when he doesn't, but most of the time, Tom does his live stream 2 hours after ours ends. So ours ends at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and Tom's usually starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So anyone who wants to find out what the T stands for in Cooter T Bacon, Tom is going to reveal that tonight on his live stream. So what are you making on the live stream tonight, Tom? See, I have it, love it. Good stuff like ultra pork. Yeah, it's really good. It is really, really good. Do you like morcilla de lengua? Morcilla de lengua? I've had lengua and I've had morcilla. I've never had anything together of morcilla de lengua because morcilla is it's a Latin American pork blood sausage. Some places make it different. Like in Colombia, they make it with rice. What else do they put in? They put rice, some other stuff in it too. But it's mostly rice and pork blood. I think on our channel, I think we did an episode where we actually had the Mexican version of it, and we ate it with Matt Zion from Uncle Seating. So I love it, morcilla, but I've never seen morcilla de lengua. Usually when I had lengua, it's like served. It's not really served in morcilla. I think is sausage. I think it's a sausage, and lengua. Never had like lengua in a sausage, so it's kind of. It's blood and tongue. Oh, okay. So I have had blood and tongue, not in sausage form, but I have had blood and tongue as like a cold cut, as a meat. So there is I know it's going to sound really weird, but there is a Middle Eastern and Eastern European grocery here called John's Marketplace. And John's Marketplace usually has that. And they just call it blood and tongue loaf. But it's a cold cut that's kind of held together as a head cheese. So they use that gelatin or the collagen to hold everything together. And yeah, but I've never had it in morcilla form. I've never had it like blood and tongue in a morcilla. So that's really interesting, Miguel. My answer is going to be: I've had morcilla, I've had lengua, and I've had blood and tongue. Loaf or blood and tongue cold cuts, but I've never had a morcilla de lengua. So that sounds really interesting. So Miguel, where would you get something like that? Like, in other words, what country would something like that be from, and where would I even go about getting that? Because now I'm fascinated. Now I have to have that cottage pie, but it's called shepherd's pie because that's what everyone around here calls it. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Tom. So I think people in the U.S. make shepherd's pie with ground beef, and they call it shepherd's pie. But it's actually cottage pie. You're right, Tom. You're making cottage pie tonight. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So Tom is making cottage pie tonight. We love you too, John. Are you leaving us right now? Oh, you're on your way to the store to get what are we gonna get? Clamato, I think. So hey, John, are you enjoying Canada? How are you enjoying Canada? I know it's a little bit snowy there right now and everything, which might be a big departure from you, but how are you enjoying it in general, Canada? I would love Canada. I would love to live up Canada. Steve Russell, did I give you a proper greeting? Because I see that I probably was talking to you and about you and everything, but I probably did not give you a proper greeting, Steve Russell. So welcome to the room, Steve. Julie is texting me. Why would Julie text me when she knows that that I'm doing a show, but she has to have a good reason for it? Oh, okay. So she's she's texting me instant ramen noodles because she knows that I'm a noodle fanatic. There's a Tapatio ramen noodle soup, Sriracha ramen noodle soup, and beef pho, instant beef pho. I think I've done all. I think I've done the Tapatio one. I think I've done the Sriracha one. I don't think I have done the beef pho or that beef pho. I did one Snapdragon. Snapdragon is mine. We did Snapdragon beef pho, but I don't remember doing the one that she shows in the picture. So I will text her later and respond to her, unless she's watching and she's just wants a response from me here. But I don't think so. Sounds like to me like she's at the grocery store. Apco brand meats. I will check that out. It's a tad bit nippy. Yeah, John, I would say cold. Canada gets cold. Even south. You're in the south of Canada. Even in the south of Canada in the wintertime, it's cold. It's cold up there. But I miss that. I miss 4 distinct seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. I miss that. So enjoy it. Try to enjoy it. Wendy's just came out with a new chicken sandwich. I think therefore I am. Morcilla pan fried with eggs, onions, peppers, vegetables, and potatoes. That sounds delicious. Tom, were you talking to somebody else? I see you retracted your message. Or are you formulating a new message or a new full message? This seems like an old thing. This is very different here, but I love the scenery. Yeah, it's a different. It's completely different. It's you know, living up north is as far as the scenery goes, John. I don't think you were up there in the fall. I might be mistaken, but if you were up in the fall, you saw the foliage and the leaves change color and everything. Absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite times of the year is the fall, and to be there in the north, to me, is just amazing. I love that. Oh, hot honey chicken sandwich. Oh, so the chicken sandwich is in itself. They're putting hot honey on it. Oh, okay. Well, Tom, hit me up and maybe we'll do a collab on that one. We'll both do that because that sounds interesting. I'd like to try that. Let me know if you want to do a collab on that one. All right, where were we? Snack, right? Snack. Okay, so do we only have one left? We do. We only have one snack left. All right. So the question is, no, I just asked that question. The question is, I just put him back on the top of the deck. That's my thing. No, I'm not asking that. That one's way too easy. Okay, sure, I'll ask this one. What animal is used on the Bacardi rum logo? Again, the question, what animal is used on a Bacardi rum logo? So that one goes in the bar. And let's open our last snack, which is from the Daily Crave. Let's see. The Daily Crave is, the company is Natural Intentions. They're from Folsom, California. And these are spicy Sriracha lentil chips, which to me sounds fascinating. They try to do it like a newspaper, like, so here's some newspaper articles and stuff like that. And they try to make the bag like the color of newsprint. To me, it makes no difference whatsoever. I do like that there's a chili in there. Let's see. 4 grams of protein, vegan, kosher, gluten-free, non-GMO, no artificial flavors, 0 trans fat, perfect for dipping. Must be made out of cardboard. I'm gonna open that from the bottom. Apco Meats in San Antonio, Texas. All right, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna take pictures tomorrow and send them to you through email. Okay, thank you, John. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Okay, so these are really, really light. They're not like they're not as dense as a chip or even a cracker. They're really, really light, sort of like bugles. You know that texture of bugles. It looks like. Let's taste it. Now that same styrofoam texture. Spicy Sriracha. Well, right now, I'm not doing too good on the spicy part. It's like the flavor of like a rice cake, but they're lentil chips, not rice. I wonder if rice is an ingredient in here. Ingredients: lentil flour, sunflower and or safflower oil, corn flour, rice flour, potato starch, cornstarch. It doesn't know what it wants to be when it grows up. Why do they call it lentil? Lentil is just one of the ingredients, in addition to corn, rice, and potato. I don't know. That's weird. It doesn't know what it wants to be when it grows up. I don't know. First of all, it's not spicy. I don't taste Sriracha. It has a nondescript flavor like styrofoam because you're using so many different kinds of grain, very light and airy, but nothing really shines through. A little bit of a corn flavor, you get the rice flavor. If there's a lentil flavor in there, it's not very prominent. I don't know. I mean, they're not terrible. They're not great either. Thumbs in the middle, I think. Thumbs in the middle on that. These, like, These would be okay if you want to serve them with something, maybe a dip or something, just something that to give it flavor. Because honestly, it's like eating styrofoam. Yeah, I don't know. Not really excited about these. It's a nice, like a palate thing. It's an empty thing, you know. I don't know. I'm in the middle. I'm not really enthusiastic about that. Val, do you have a P.O. box? No, Miguel, I am working on one. I will let you know probably next week or so about that. Thank you for asking. All right, the question was, what animal is used on a Bacardi rum logo? The guesses were, Janice Yamanaka said bat. Tom, old guy in Colorado, said a bat with a big quat on his forehead. You're close, Tom. It's a big quat with a bat on its forehead. Miguel Rangel said fruit bat. Josh Gruber says house de chio. House de chio. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's a guess or you're just saying something or you're answering somebody. I'm not sure because I don't recognize what that is that you just wrote. Bob, REA Junior Music said a bat. Josh Gruber said potato. No, let's call the whole thing off. I think he was talking about the chips maybe. Tom said styrofoam crisps. Maybe they need more salt. No, the salt is good enough. It was almost like an oily finish that kind of sits on your tongue afterwards too. I don't know. It's going more and more in this direction. Did you ever try Zweifel chips? #1 Swiss chips. I don't know. I might have. I don't remember, Josh. But I will go back and look, and if I didn't, I will try to make that up by trying to find them. But I don't know where you would get Swiss chips around here. Not sure. And John King said bat. I mean cat. I'm sorry, cat. So there was bat, cat, big kumquat with a bat on its head. You're all relatively correct. It is in fact a bat. So 20 points. 20 points for everybody. I'm feeling generous right now. And hey, come on up. You can do it. I know you can do it. Come on up. Hey, here he is. It's the Prince of Dogmas himself, Mr. Doodle, who makes Googling lots of fun. Mr. Doodle. Hi, Doodle. How you doing? How are you doing? Do you want a snack? Is that what you came for? A snack? Everybody, Doodle, the Prince of Dogmas. Okay, I got a snack for you. I probably have dog hair all over me now. There you go, dude. And there he goes. No loyalty whatsoever. Try Amazon for Zweifel. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you, Josh. I will. All right. So I think we answered the question, right? We did answer the question. Bat. Yes, it was bat. And did I give out points or was I interrupted by Doodle? I don't remember. Maybe I need more beer. All righty. Now it is time for us to do something stupid on the solid side rather than on the liquid side. So here's what I'm going to do. One of these on the bottom because they're pretty solid. We'll do chocolate side up. Then we'll do one of these because they're big and flat. Well, somewhat flat. There we go. Then let's see. Let's do this. I'm going to take one of these Crunchions. I don't know. Harvest Snaps Crunchions. It's actually really good. I like these. Let's put 2 on there. Such a nice cat. Doodle is kind of cat-like. No, these do not want to stay. I might have to go with 1. I think I'm going to go with 1. Okay, let's see. We will put in our Costa Rican Fritos. I think we're just going to get a couple on there. There we go. Our Trader Joe's crispy, crunchy mushroom snacks. Doodle has cat-like reflexes. He's somewhat cat-like. He's such a sweetheart, though. He's a good little doggy. Well, I take that back. He has his moments. As like we'll go out there and then there'll be some like little old dog just kind of limping along, his owner taking him for a walk, and Doodle just goes, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, Doodle, that's not nice at all. Let's see, what don't we have? We don't have our Scorched Peanut Bar. That'll go on the top. Let's see if we can get a close-up of that. Here we go. I don't know how I'm going to fit this in my mouth. I know most of you think I can easily because I have a big mouth. Almost got lockjaw. Oh, crunchy peanuts. Josh, they're not all great. And actually, these are from different parts of the world. These are from Costa Rica. These are from, where are these from again? Guatemala, I think. No, these are from Costa Rica as well. I think these are from Costa Rica. These are from Guatemala. I think that's what it is. All right. That wasn't bad because there was the Scorched Peanut Bar and there was the Chiky's. There was a lot of chocolate flavor there. So chocolate was prominent. There wasn't enough, for some reason, because these on their own have a really strong barbecue sauce flavor. But mixed with everything else, that barbecue flavor kind of disappears. The mushrooms are nice, crunchy, crispy, and savory. It's not bad. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It's not a great thing. It's not like I would not want to make like a Chex mix out of this or anything else like that. But it's pretty good. So I'm going to thumbs up, maybe slightly up. Val, you're the one who taught me to open the chip bags from the bottom. Yeah, I do have a reputation for that. I don't know if anybody else does that. I started doing it only because usually what was happening was, I think at the beginning I didn't do that. And I would open a bag of chips, and then I would start to eat them, and I would eat them for the show. Like I would be doing a review of them. And as I ate them, I thought to myself, there's not much flavor, yada, yada, yada. But by the time I got to the bottom of the bag, that's where all the seasoning had settled. It had a lot more flavor. If it was supposed to be spicy, it was spicier at the bottom. If it was supposed to be salty or whatever, all that had settled at the bottom and it had most of the flavor at the bottom. So rather than to shake the bag, if you're doing chips, you don't want to do that because you're going to end up breaking all your chips. But rather than to shake it or to turn it back and forth to try to get that seasoning all through it and everything, the easiest thing in the world is just to open the bottom of the bag, dig from that, and you're going to get all the seasoning and all the flavor and everything. So that's why I do that. I don't know if you've seen other people do that, but that's what I do. My mom does that too. Oh, okay, Miguel. I don't remember my mom doing it. I don't remember seeing anybody else do it. It's just, to me, it was just like I said, I would be on camera and I would be tasting these chips and stuff, and I would say, it's okay, yeah, it's all right. And then later on, afterwards, after the camera stopped rolling, I would be trying the snacks, and I get to the bottom of the bag and I'm like, this is where all the flavor is. And so that's why I do it, because I want to get immediate flavor. Now Julie's texting me again. She says, something else is coming. I don't know what it is. Open the bag of chips from the side and throw people off. Somebody did that. Was it Matt? At one point in time, opened a bag of chips from the side, I think it was. He opened it from the side. So yeah, somebody actually did that. I think if you're going to open it from the side, though, you're going to need scissors, because the bag is completely. The seam is in the back. Usually the seam, I would say it's the same on all these, right? Yep, the seam is in the back, right? So you could open it from the seam, which would be in the back, not necessarily on the side. Would that work, John? Would it work to open it from the back, like the seam on the back? Would that work for you? Well, that was cool. Your image just froze and you melted, then it came back to normal. I melted like the Wicked Witch of the West. Julie is sending me an attachment. Let's see that's what it is. Humpty Dumpty. Oh, Humpty Dumpty onion blossom flavored potato chips. $3 share size. Oh my God. I'm going to have to ask her to film that. It's handy having her on the East Coast. I would like to be on the East Coast, but let's see. Oh, there she is. I'm talking about you, Julie, and you just popped in. So it was kind of explaining why I wasn't answering your text because you're here. So I don't know if you just heard what I just said, which is on those Humpty Dumpty chips. Like if you want to film that would be awesome. Because you're at Trippy Food East, I think is what we were calling it. Cheers. You missed my pour, but that's okay. Julie, have you been kind of lurking, or are you just coming in now? How's that work? Let's see. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Value. Okay. Your burgers are. I love American snacks. Your burgers are great. Well, okay. So Josh, the thing is I don't know if our burgers are great. Not all of them are great. A lot of them are great. The thing is, in Europe, they have an idea of how to make hamburgers. I mean, the name hamburger is German, right? So I'm sure Hamburg steak originally came from Germany, but what we do in the United States with it, I think the thing is in Europe, they're usually mixed with other things. Sometimes it's breadcrumbs or whatever. We had a burger. I don't know. We were in the UK. We had a burger in the UK. And it was in a sit-down restaurant, and it was like very, very dense, very, very dense and thick. But to me, it was almost like meatloaf. It was more like meatloaf than a burger. So not that it was bad. Claudia wasn't crazy about it, didn't like it too much. But to me, it just seems like in Europe, they're doing different things with burgers before they make them. Maybe they put egg in it. Maybe they put different things in it and everything. Here, we just take the ground beef, slap it on the grill, and be done with it. Unless we're making a Juicy Lucy, which is basically a burger with the cheese inside it. But in general, we just kind of slap that ground beef on the grill and call it a day. Whereas certainly in the UK and maybe other places in Europe as well, they're mixing other ingredients in there too. You saw Val melt, Jeff. I hope everybody else saw me melt, Tom, or maybe there are some mushrooms that you're eating that are different than those mushrooms that I had here. You're at Market Basket. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were watching, Julie, because I was talking to people. But also, for those who don't know Market Basket, Market Basket, if you want to say it the way they do it there, it's kind of like, it used to be called Demula's Market Basket, and then afterwards they just dropped the Demula's, and now it's just Market Basket. The closest thing I can think of is it's like a Winco. It's very similar to a Winco. They do have a lot of unusual things, but they are local and regional. So Julie is most likely shopping at the Market Basket in New Hampshire, and they're going to have a lot of local stuff. So they're going to have stuff. I think, as a matter of fact, when we did the live streams from Boston, when I was visiting, when we did it from Boston, a lot of the stuff that we got for the live stream were from Market Basket. So they have I'm going to go ahead and say that if you are from New England, you're probably not going to find it interesting or different and everything. But if you're not from New England, and that's the thing, it's like I know a lot of people say, oh, you're just doing a chip interview, or you're doing a chip review or something like that. But honestly, those things are different because in some things are regional, and in other places, like for instance, we did a review of Whataburger, right? Whataburger is a burger chain. They're throughout the Southwest, like Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. But that's as far as they go. So they don't go really far east, and they're not in California. So somebody from Arizona, somebody from Texas might say, like, why are you doing a review of Whataburger? They're not that great. It's like, well, maybe it's not what we're doing. It's great. It's just different and interesting, and people in other places have not seen that, and that's why we do stuff like that. Or I think it was in the same episode where we did Waffle House. Waffle House is another one. And, Waffle House has not. It's primarily in the South, and so we did Waffle House because a lot of people have not experienced the Waffle House, and so we want to bring things to your attention that may be regional and you guys might not have seen. So we do those as well. I have been randomly melting. randomly. Am I still melting? Didn't realize what time it was. Oh, wow. Okay, Julie. So you're just coming in now thinking like, oh, we're just going to catch up with the stream. And we're like 15 minutes to 6 o'clock, Charlie. So it's cheap mixed meat in EU. Oh, is that what it is, Josh? Is they use different meats? So they might use pork. They might use a horse, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Did I miss anything? Because it's been going like really fast here, and I just want to make sure I have not missed anything. I don't think so. I think I'm caught up. Hi, 999 squad. Oh, there we go. Happening. So 999 squad. 99? 999 squad. I do not recognize your name. I have not seen you in the chat before. If I have, I don't recognize that you were in the chat before. So if that is the case, tell us what brings you to our live stream and where are you from? So closest metropolitan area is acceptable. Do not need street addresses and don't want them. So where are you from, 999 squad, and what brings you to our channel? You only melted twice, Val. Do you feel okay? I feel half melted. I feel softened like butter, but not melted. But other than that, welcome 999 squad. And I see there's only one in there. So no wonder I missed you, I think. But 999 squad, where are you from? And people, please welcome. Oh, I was going to say, please welcome 999 squad to the room, but I see that you guys are already doing that. So, Val, do you feel okay? I feel fine, but what is the ABV on this? Oh, the doodle is there. It is 6.5. I'm feeling that 6.5. If I'm going to rate what we did today, I really like the crispy, crunchy mushrooms from Trader Joe's, and I really like these. I'm going to call them crunchions, I guess, because it's supposed to be like onions, because they're in rings. These are really good. If you get a chance, try these. I got these at Ralph's, which is a Kroger store. I have a feeling they would have it at Sprouts. They might have them at Whole Foods. But try the Kroger store first. Otherwise, you're going to pay like an extra $1 from the rent. $6.5 though, Josh. That's not too bad. I mean, like I was drinking one. I think it was a Lagunitas. I don't remember what type of Lagunitas it was. And I was drinking a Lagunitas one night, and I was feeling really lightheaded, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I looked at the bottle, and it was something like 14%. 14%. That's really high for a beer. 6.5 is not really. I mean, I would say like your average beer is going to be about 5. So 6.5 is not that much more. I mean, I think we've done some on this show where like closer to 10. But yeah. But I am a lightweight, by the way. That's pretty good. We still have about 10 minutes left, and we can talk about whatever you want. So you got questions, throw them out there, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about, because we're done. We're done with all our snacks. I could sit here eating more snacks, but that's not going to be fun for you. So let's make it Q&A with Val. You got some questions, throw them out there. If Me Metal Mike was here, he would be giving trivia questions, but he's not. Where is Me Metal Mike? It's one of the first weeks we haven't seen Me Metal Mike. Val, give me a breakfast recommendation in the Burbank area. Breakfast recommendation in the Burbank area. Let me think about that one. Breakfast. Okay, it's not necessarily Burbank, but Toluca Lake, which is close to Burbank. Why is the name escaping me? The bagel place, Hank's Bagels. They make them on site, fresh, every day when they're open. Hank's Bagels, and they'll make breakfast bagels and sandwiches and stuff with it. So breakfast recommendation for Burbank area is going to be Hank's in Toluca Lake. It's about a block or 2 blocks away from Bob's Big Boy, the oldest Bob's Big Boy from 1949 in Burbank. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Check that out. And so PPV Fire God, the next time you have a or when you have that, then the next time you're online, let us know what you think of Hank's, because I think it's really, really good. The best bagel that I've had, at least on the West Coast. You know, East Coast, that's a tough one. The Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl. If you say so, I don't know, John. I don't really follow it. I think I know that the Rams are in it because I live in LA, and so you know you just hear stuff like that. It's like the LA Rams are in the Super Bowl. I don't know how long the LA Rams have been back in LA. They weren't always in. They didn't start out in LA. I can't remember where they started out in. Then they came to LA. Then they went to St. Louis. Then they came back to LA. They have a brand new stadium, SoFi Stadium. I only know of it because I've driven by it and have seen it from the airplane as I fly into LAX. It's a beautiful stadium. My understanding is that their food court in the stadium has like really state-of-the-art food, like really high-quality food. Again, I have not been. I probably would not go to a football game because I just don't go to football games. I don't follow the sport. And apparently that's where the Super Bowl is going to be held. It's also going to be held in Los Angeles, and it just so happens that the Rams made it to the Super Bowl. It would have been held in LA whether or not LA was in it. But it's a beautiful stadium, so I want to check it out. I'm not going to check it out during the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, somebody put online or something that they had Rams tickets if everybody was interested in it. Hey, you got Rams tickets, really great price, $2,000 each. I'm like, that's a really great price. That's like a quarter of a car. So yeah, no, that's not going to happen. But I don't know how you know, John, that the Bengals are going to win. I wouldn't even be able to give an educated guess unless you paid somebody off. But Val, do you like Schlitz malt liquor? Miguel, I'm going to go ahead and say I don't remember liking it. I have not had Schlitz malt liquor probably in 30 to 40 years. And I don't remember, but I do need to do a malt liquor tasting. I need to do a malt liquor episode. So we'll do Colt 45. We'll do Old English. We'll do Mickey's, I think, and we'll do a Schlitz malt liquor. We'll kind of mix it up a little bit. But I think we do need to do a malt liquor tasting thing. There's some more like upscale malt liquors and everything, but I'm talking about like the 40s, the stuff that you just like, you just want to like a quick bang for your buck. Malt liquor, sort of like if you're familiar with it, we did a fortified wine episode or bum wine episode, which are like the 5 bottom lines, and so I think it will be similar. But so I need to revisit that, Miguel, because it's been decades since I had a Schlitz malt liquor. I don't remember liking it, but I don't know. You know, we'll try it out through new taste buds. Hank's Bagels, yes, PPV Fire God. It is Hank's Bagels. Check that out. Like I said, get one of the breakfast sandwiches. It has eggs and cheese and stuff like that in it. But that's my recommendation. They're really, really good. Get there early though, because they close when they sell out. And so, like if you go around 11 o'clock noon, they're done. They're already closed because they're already sold out. And they sell out with a good flavor. They mix it up. They make pizza bagels. They make pumpkin bagels. They mix it up. So yeah, definitely check it out. That's my recommendation. What you're going to do for your birthday? That's an excellent question, Julie. Well, I'm going to open the birthday present you sent. That's why I'm going to do that. I am thinking that I'm going to go to what is the name of that restaurant? It's a Thai restaurant in Thai Town that a lot of people talk highly of. Jo Stugard, who does My Last Bite, she did over a period of time ate everything on the menu. Now, she didn't eat everything on the menu because the one thing that she did not eat was this spicy bull penis dish. And so for my birthday, I think I want to go to this time and get this bull penis dish for my birthday. It's my birthday. I get to choose. So that's what I'm thinking of doing for my birthday, Jules. Yeah, Thai. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that everything there is really, really spicy. Why can't I remember the name? Janice, do you know what I'm talking about? It's like one of the most popular Thai restaurants besides Night Market in LA. Janice, do you remember the name? You're going to say it, and I'm going to go. That's right. For some reason, the 6.5 is messing with my brain. John, Thai food is one of my favorites. I like Thai. I like Colombian. I like I like Chinese, but I don't like Americanized Chinese. You get to choose. How about Julie? We were just talking about that today. As a matter of fact, that was funny. Well, Julie, your birthday. What are you doing for your birthday? Your birthday is, let's see, today's Saturday. It's the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Tuesday. Tuesday, I think, is your birthday, Jules. So what are you doing for your birthday, Jules? Do something fun. Nice big bowl of pho. What are you going to do for your birthday, Jules? I'm hooked on these. These are so good. No, so I have to laugh. Your birthday is in June, John? June, John. Well, Julie, that's valid. You want a nap. You just talk to the girls, talk to Chris, and go, hey, mommy wants a nap for her birthday. So get out of the house. Go do something. And leave mommy here to take a nap. There you go. You can't beat that with a blunt object. I was saying something. Damn, I can't remember what that is. This is good beer. Oh, you know what? Would it be wrong of me to put secret aardvark sauce in the beer and see what that does to it? Would that be wrong? What do you think? Show of hands. Show of hands. Who thinks I should put some secret aardvark sauce in my beer? I might do it in the little glass stuff because I don't want to ruin this. Yes? No? There's a hand. Have you tried these noodles, tapatio or snap? Yeah, I saw the picture. I was actually talking about it, but you weren't watching. I have had. We did an episode on the Snapdragon pho noodles. We did an episode on the tapatio noodles, and and we did an episode on the Sriracha noodles. I think the Sriracha noodles were lobster flavored Sriracha noodles. I don't know if they were the same I saw in the picture, but it looked like the same brand. Aces, I think it is. Aces. So we have episodes for all those. Did they come out yet or not? I don't know that. Let's see. God, no, but you're going to anyway. There you go. Drink it fast before it warm up. Hang on one second here. Let me see. Let me answer Julie's question because I know we did it. I don't know if they aired yet or not. So I'm not looking at my face anymore, so because I have to use the browser. Did you try the Snapdragon curry? No, I did not. I just tried the plain Snapdragon pho, and I think it was. I want to say it's the. Hang on. Look at this. We got we got the foil thing, and then you open it up, and there's a plastic thing inside as well. Now I know why they call it secret aardvark sauce. All right, here we go. Doodle better not mess with that. All right, so we are looking at our content, and we are going to search for Snapdragon. I don't know what this is doing to my video. Let's see. Dragon. No. Dragon fruit freeze? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, Snapdragon Vietnamese pho. And that was, let's see. Give me an air date. This is taking forever, so I'm not going to do that. Julie, I will catch you offline. I'll let you know. Well, we did do an episode. We did an episode with the Sriracha ramen. We did an episode with the tilapia one. The tapatio one, and we did an episode with the Snapdragon ones. I will let you know afterwards which ones. So give me a call. Oh, I forgot to do something stupider. Well, that was bad. All right. Yes, definitely do that, Tom. So for those of you, Tom is doing shepherd's pie tonight on his live stream. His live stream starts in about 2 hours. he will. He's going to be making shepherd's pie, so definitely check that out. And it is Old Guy in Colorado. Also, be sure that you subscribe to his channel and be sure that you put the thumbs up on the videos because it's a nice thing to do. All right, here we go. So here's the beer with a little bit of the secret aardvark sauce in it. Didn't add much flavor to it. It's a habanero-based hot sauce. It didn't add much flavor in it, but it did add the heat. It's not bad though. It's sort of like a beer Bloody Mary. Not terrible, not great. Thumbs in the middle, I guess. But you know, again, had run out of that and had to get more. So, see, even the sauce didn't think it was a good idea. I don't think so. Hoika or Sanamlang or Palin. Janice, are you answering Julie's question? Because that doesn't sound like something that I've had. So I don't know. It was in reference to the ones that I've had. So Julie, we're just about to end things. So call me afterwards, and I'll look those things up for you. In the meantime, I can see by the old clock on the wall that you can't see because it's up there, but I can see by the old clock on the wall that it's 3:02. We've got 2 minutes over. I will try to have some more different trivia questions for you next week. But I am extremely glad that you were able to join me. This again is the high point of my. I will ask you to go to the channels of Janice Yamanaka, of Tom, Old Guy in Colorado, and everything. Check out their channels. I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't like them. So definitely check out their channels. Definitely subscribe. If you want to know who we're recommending, go to the main page on our channel and go to featured channels, and you can see the whole list in there. And then just check them out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the like button on the videos, and it helps a lot. If you have not subscribed to Trippy Food, then do that as well. And if you haven't liked the videos, then do that as well, because it's really helpful. I appreciate every one of you taking time out of your weekend to join me. Again, love the community that we built here. It's a great community. I look forward to this every week, and I have so much fun doing this with you and for you. So I hope that continues on for a while. And just want to thank Julie for her help now in expanding our repertoire. So thank you, Jules. And so yeah, we will see you next week. I will post probably towards the end of the week, and if anything changes and everything, you'll know what we're going to do and when we're going to do it. And we'll see you soon. But please be careful. Please take care of others. Please take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.